Shout out to
But
my
my
nigga.
conversation started getting a little deep. She like damn near knew what 70% about me. Probably the same or you what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got tit for tat. So um,
So, so
she
okay.
want to jump my bones.
What does that mean? What? Wait, what does that mean? I'm cutting that out. Cause that is not true.
You did.
I did not tell you that.
did.
And I didn't tell you that.
I know.
Whatever. Anyway, so yeah. So around that time, I was trying not to like him because I felt like I had my own stuff going. And I was planning to move to Brooklyn, New York. But I really thought he was a nice guy because it was like, I don't know, some stuff that happened and I don't know, I was just like, dang, he real nice. Like when I had went to Afro Punk last summer, he like had volunteered to like pick me up from the airport. And that was like in August and we first hung out in like May. And I was like, wow, that's like nice of him. Nobody's ever done that before. But I didn't let him pick me up, but still. And I remember it was like at one point when I was actually trying to avoid him because I was like, trying not to like him. But I had locked my keys in my car. And I didn't want to pay to get somebody to come do it. I didn't feel like, call my mama or my daddy. And I didn't have a spare key. So I thought. So I went to go knock on his door. And I was like,
Nah, tell me your thought you had with it.
what?
You said, oh, he from Pine Bluff. He should.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, he from Pine Bluff, like he should know how to get in there, like unlock the car door with like a wire coat hanger or something. That's just being real. I was like, oh, my brother know how to do it, my cousin know how to do it, but they weren't around, and it was much quicker to just go to him. So I went to his door, but we tried, but the way that my car door is set up or something, you can't do that on there. So I still had to call a locksmith, but I couldn't get into my house.
Everything.
I couldn't get into my house. So he was like, well, you can come wait here. And inside I was just like,
She was nervous.
So we like hung out for a little bit or whatever. And my car got unlocked. But it was just little stuff like that that I noticed. And I don't know, I just started to like him more and more over time. He sent me his music. I think it was like a couple of months after we got to know each other. And like at first I was like, ugh, like.
I knew it.
Because
I was scared too, because I knew she was gonna be like that.
all the guys that I have like talked to or whatever in the past, like have all been like rappers, but they didn't like take it seriously or they was just doing it for the moment or I don't know, something very superficial and cliche. But I started really listening and stuff and I was like, oh dang, like he good. And so like, I don't know, I would come over and he would play the guitar and stuff and I really liked that. And then he started to open up more and more about his father. And like that's one thing that really made me like him was like how he would like, I don't know, like how he is and how he would talk about his family and stuff like that. But we started dating around November. He made this song and it was actually before we started like officially like being a couple or whatever. And it
Oh, I already had the beat. I had that beat for a long ass time.
about the words and stuff.
I know, I'm just trying to like reminisce. So I had the beat for a long time. And I had a mixtape I was dropping. And it was like it was supposed to be 7 songs on the mixtape, but it ended up being like 21. And that was one of the last songs I made. It was for her.
Okay. This song?
Yeah,
Oh. So yeah. So he had played it for me or whatever. And at the time it was like kind of awkward for me just because like I didn't really know how to feel about a guy making a song for me and stuff like that and some of the stuff he was saying. And I really didn't even know if he was serious about me at the time either. So I was kind of like, ooh, this is a slap in the face because it's real sweet, but ugh, like I don't even like really know.
She dog trying to play them. So,
So
I ain't got time for that.
once the song came, once he let me listen to the song, like I was like, oh okay, like this is wow, like this is good, and he's like playing the guitar on there and stuff, and I really like that.
I added that.
So yeah, like I don't know, and it's crazy because like after we started dating, I was just listening to the song again, like really listening, giving it a listen. I was like, oh dang, like this is really like special.
Yeah, that was just a way of me trying to show her, you know what I'm saying? That I really cared about her and shit. Trying to get it through her head.
So yeah,
Yeah.
the song is called
Be With You.
"Be With You,"
Yeah.
and it's from
Hard to Love.
Hard to Love,
She's on the album cover too. Or the mixtape cover. You know what I'm calling
which
it.
was so random. We had went out.
That was our first time going out. That's when like I think we had been together like officially like a week.
Maybe like a week.
Yeah.
And it was like Thanksgiving, and his cousin was having a party at a club, and we went with his cousin, and it was a cool night to me. To me, it was straight.
Yeah, that's pretty straight.
It was pretty straight and pretty chill. It was my first time actually going out with a guy like that too. So
yeah,
it was
she was
different for
nervous.
me.
She didn't know what to do.
It was different for me. And when we got home, we just were taking those random pictures. She was like, "This look tight," and so we just took pictures, and he ended up using it for the album cover.
So, fast forward. Alright, so, Khalees at the end, I told her she could move in with me. She did. So, yeah, we did that.
So Brooklyn was canceled.
I ain't gonna lie, I kinda talked her out of it. Cause like just being real, like I said, I'm very intuitive. And I wasn't talking her out of it in no selfish ass way or no shit like that. Like I was really just putting things in place and perspectives, not just a perspective, you know what I'm saying? And I gave it to her. I was just like, shit, I just feel like me and you good together. Like I feel like I introduced her a little bit to like more of the music, like the deeper side of music to get her more into it. So throughout that, she found like, you know what I'm saying? She said she was never talented at nothing, but I guess she found like one of her talents now, so she been working on that through that. So I was like, it just all makes sense. I wasn't even planning, we moved to Atlanta, so I wasn't even planning on moving here to Atlanta, like really. Like it just kind of happened like right before I met her, like that thought popped up into my head. And then when I met her, it just kind of all started making more sense. Cause at first I was just gonna move like to Dallas, or probably I was gonna try Seattle again, but I'm glad I didn't do either one of those. But yeah, so I started making that decision. I like once I graduated barber school, like I'm moving to Atlanta, like shit. I asked her to be my manager too, cause I really want to manage her.
Whew.
Yeah. That was a lot for her. Yeah, I asked her to be my manager because shit, I take this shit serious. It ain't just about rapping, it's about building, you know, something, you know what I'm saying, something real big. And why not have a lovely lady like this on my side? Yeah, so along with that, yeah, I just told her like shit, just basically come with me, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, let's make some shit happen. Like manifest our dreams and shit. And I also seen like that, how I put it, I don't think she's really had no one to truly deeply love her like that. And I wanted to share my love with her like that and show her exactly how to love in another way. Because she's a very kind-hearted girl, and how I put it, I don't look at people for what their potential is. I do look at them for the moment. And I say 99.9% of the time in the moment, like she's pretty pure and good and with good intentions. She does do her airy shit.
Oh.
Ooh, that fiery shit.
Okay.
Y'all know, like, let me put y'all something on some game. Yeah, I'm water sign, she a fire sign. Them two get together, just think of water and fire, that shit boil, right? Whew. You know what I'm saying? But we always cool it down. We always got ice in the freezer and shit like that. Fire extinguisher. She don't like that.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, so at that time, like I said, I was planning on moving to Brooklyn. But I had Atlanta in the back of my mind, like whenever he first brought it up. So I was already like kind of planning Atlanta in my head. After we kind of started like talking more and more and more about like moves and stuff. Whenever I would talk about my Brooklyn move, I would always be thinking about Atlanta. But it turned out to be a perfect place for both of our needs and all of our needs all the way around, I feel like. So I feel like it was perfect for us. And I'm ready to wrap it up. What do you
Yeah,
think?
because I'm ready to smoke.
I'm ready to wrap it up.
Eat.
I'm hungry. But
I'm going to eat first, then I'm going to smoke.
that's pretty much where we're at right now. The main thing that I do want to point out is that I do feel like our relationship is a very spiritual one, and I do feel like it is very, very deep, and it feels very unearthly, as in like transcend to earth most of the time, majority of the time. But I mean, even we have low vibrational moments.
A lot of y'all wouldn't be able to handle this shit.
It's really like,
But it's good. I'm not saying in a bad way. I'm just saying, even with like the good shit, a lot of y'all don't know how to handle it.
things can be, yeah, intensely good, but also intensely,
Yeah, you have to know how to keep balance.
Mhm. I agree. So this won't be the last time you'll be seeing him on here. You'll probably be seeing more of him since we have a lot more like things to share. I feel like, and a lot more time to share.
You look good, man.
Thank you. So
You look good.
and don't forget to check out the playlist.
Am I on there?
Yeah.
What song?
I don't know.
Oh.
But I need to close it out.